Courtroom standoff, Nnamdi Kanu rejects trial, claims no valid charge in dramatic hearing. In a hushed Abuja courtroom, a man defending his own freedom told the state it had no case against him. The system paused, and the world watched. In a dramatic turn of events at the Federal High Court in Abuja, on October 27, 2025, the ongoing trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, took an unexpected and decisive turn. Kanu, who is representing himself, stunned the courtroom by refusing to open his defense, declaring that he had reviewed the case files and found no valid charge against him to answer. The hearing, which was meant for Kanu to present his witnesses, quickly transformed into a profound legal confrontation that challenges the very foundation of the state's case. The courtroom drama unfolds. The stage for this confrontation was set just days prior. On October 24th, Justice James Omotosho had adjourned the case to October 27th, after Kanu requested more time to receive and study his case file from his former legal team. He had previously expressed his intention to call witnesses, even listing serving and former governors, ministers and heads of security agencies to testify on his behalf. However, when the court resumed on Monday, Kanu made a complete strategic U-turn. He stood in the dock and announced that, upon review, he concluded the charges were unlawful and the prosecution had failed to establish any case against him. "There is no case against me. If there is no case against me, it will be futile for me to enter any defense," he stated. This position left the court with a novel predicament: how to proceed when a defendant refuses to participate in a trial they deem illegitimate. The judge's admonition and the path forward justice. James Omotosho found himself in the role of both arbiter and advisor. He took time to carefully explain to Kanu, a layperson representing himself, the three options in a criminal trial after the prosecution closes its case. The judge expressed deep concern over Kanu's decision, urging him to consult with experts in criminal law to understand the grave consequences of his chosen path. "I am begging you in the name of God Almighty to consult properly," Justice Omotosho pleaded, underscoring the seriousness of the situation. "I know you are educated, but you are not a lawyer. This is not economics. This is criminal prosecution." Despite the prosecution's argument that Kanu's statement was conclusive of the defendant's defense and that the case should be adjourned for judgment immediately, the judge opted for a different path. He granted Kanu's request for an adjournment, directing him to formally file a written address outlining his position that no valid charge exists. The case was subsequently adjourned to November 4th, 5th and 6th, 2025, for the adoption of final written addresses. The judge left the door open, noting that Kanu could still change his mind and decide to open his defense on those dates. A strategic history and the countdown to November. To understand the significance of this move, one must look back. This is not the first time a no-case argument has been central to Kanu's defense strategy. At that time, the court had adjourned for the adoption of written addresses on that very submission. Kanu's current stance can be seen as a radical extension of that strategy. He is now essentially making an ultimate no-case submission, but from a position of being his own counsel. This dramatic move shifts the entire focus of the trial from the facts of the alleged offenses to the fundamental legality of the charges themselves. The people's voice and what lies ahead. This legal drama has not unfolded in a vacuum. On social media and among his supporters, Kanu's defiant stance is seen as an act of courage and principle. Many view him as a man standing before the system that fears his truth, with his words in court seen as coming from a place outside this world. Others see it as a masterstroke against a manipulated system. "I prefer exactly what he's doing right now because every lawyer in Nigeria is under manipulation," commented one supporter, echoing a sentiment held by many who distrust the judicial process. As the countdown to November 4th begins, the nation holds its breath. The upcoming hearing is not merely another date in a long-running trial, it is a cliffhanger. Will the court accept Kanu's bold legal argument and dismiss the charges, delivering a stunning victory to the Ipob leader? Or will it rule that his refusal to mount a defense effectively closes his case, paving the way for a potential judgment based solely on the prosecution's evidence? The Abuja courtroom has become a stage for a high-stakes legal battle where the defendant is not just arguing his innocence, but is challenging the state's very right to put him on trial. the outcome will resonate far beyond the confines of the court, shaping the landscape of justice and dissent in Nigeria for years to come.